Well, hi there. My name is Henry Tenby, and welcome to this beautiful Qantas Airlines 747-200B. This is a fabulous display model, and it represents some incredible Australian airline history. So yeah, you can see the registration, VH-EBA. This was the very first 747 delivered to Qantas, and it was delivered in August of 1971. And I do believe that this model dates from approximately that era. This is a Skyland Models production produced by Skyland Models of the United Kingdom. And this particular model lived at a travel agency here in Vancouver, BC, Canada for its service life. And it was strung up to a ceiling for 50 odd years before it came into my possession. And it did have some damage, particularly to the tail area, and I have repaired that damage to the best of my ability. There's some repaint work there, but it still turned out pretty darn good. And for those of you that are interested in 747 history and airline history, specifically Australian, this model is really significant, especially if you're an aircraft display model collector. So this model, I believe, as I said, dates from about 1971. Qantas took delivery of this very aircraft, VH-EBA, in August of 1971. And at the time, they would have had these models produced for travel agent display to promote the new aircraft. Travel agencies all around the world, particularly those in their route network, which included Vancouver, BC, Canada. And the aircraft was pressed into revenue service the following month, September 1971, on the lucrative Sydney to San Francisco run. And the aircraft was quite unique, actually. This is some really interesting news to report to you guys on this model. Notice the number of windows. This was the very first Boeing 747 off the Boeing production line for airline customer delivery with the stretched upper deck that basically was an enhancement over the narrower deck, the shorter deck with only the 3 windows. So yes, this very airplane, VH-EBA, had a extended lounge up at the top, and Qantas Airlines marketed that as the Captain Cook Lounge. And I guess you could luxuriate and enjoy yourself if you were a first-class passenger, seated up front there in the top section. So yeah, these I think there was 20 rows of seats, or it could accommodate up to 20. Was that either 20 rows or 20 passengers, something like that. But the first class configuration was basically, I believe, from about here forward, and that was 300. I believe the whole aircraft could seat 356 passengers, of which 56 were business or first class passengers in the day. So those 56 passengers would have access to the lounge and the first class section of the aircraft. This airplane then went on to introduce I believe it was the Sydney-London wide-body era for Qantas in, I think it's 6 months later. It would have been in the spring or summer of 1972. So yes, this airplane, VH-EBA, major history for you Australian and Boeing airline freaks out there. It is 1/50th scale, so it's a very impressive size. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Skyland Models of the UK produced travel agency models for many of the leading airlines in the 1970s and 1980s. And often, well, this model is a fiberglass model. They're hollow and they're very light. You can see I'm not under a significant weight burden here to heft the model around for the video. So they could be strung up in travel agencies, and people like myself, young kids, would just drool over these models. So to find one in this condition, and look, there's no grotesque saggy wings on this model. A lot of the models produced by Skyland of that time, the wings would sag and they would look grotesque. But this model's got good angles on the wings, so there's no ugliness here, no unsightly saggy wings. And this is a really nice model. And again, it dates, I'm going to say, from the early 70s. So you guys can do the math. That's 55 years ago. And to find the model, I mean, it's not significantly yellowed. There's not any significant damage on the model. There's no reattached engines. It's all there, all 110%, looking absolutely fantastic. So if you would like to add this model to your collection, it is available for sale. It's a big model, so you're going to have to account on a large box, probably a bike box. It'll have to travel in a bike box like that, well packaged, and you know that it's not cheap to ship a monstrous box around the world. So probably more suitable for us residing here in Canada and certainly the United States as opposed to overseas. I would suspect the cost to ship this to Australia would be a king's ransom. But if you're interested in the model and you'd like to add it to your collection, you can certainly contact me. My email is in the video below, right there. And if you have any aircraft display models like this that you would like to sell or trade, of course, you can also hit me up with a message and let me know what you've got, and we can certainly discuss it. But isn't this a beautiful model? I mean, again, for the 747 freaks out there, this is some major history. Look at it. I mean, I love the lines of the 747. It's just such a, I mean, look at that. Isn't that nice? You've got the Australian flag at the back. The underside of the model looks absolutely fabulous. No grotesque marks, no serious damages, but she presents beautifully. There you go. Absolutely fantastic. Hope you've really enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed presenting it to you. And what can I say? Long live the 747. Hi there, my name is Henry Tenby. I'm very pleased and very proud to announce the publication and immediate availability of my air travel time machine, Kodachrome Memories 1960s. This is a 2-volume book set. It features 550 pages, 570 images, and it is a look back, a time machine look back at what air travel was like during the very exciting decade of the 1960s. These are random traveler Kodachrome images that were taken by passengers as they were traveling. I've passionately collected these images over the past 30 years. They depict air travel and what the experience of air travel was like during this very exciting period. These aren't just boring static pictures of airplanes like the types that have appeared in aviation books by the hundreds, if not thousands, over the past many decades. These are unique images taken by people of the day in the midst of their exciting, amazing travels back in the 1960s. I thought it was a better idea to present all these amazing pictures as a 2-volume set, which would allow for many of the images to be pictured in full-page format. This is a follow-on to my now sold-out Air Travel Time Machine Volume 1, which covered the period of the 1940s and 1950s, which I should point out sold out in less than 1 year. You now have a very good visual idea of what this book set is all about. I expect that this limited edition print run will sell out quite quickly, so now is the time for you to make your purchase. You can click on the link that's contained in the upper right-hand corner of this video screen. There's also a book purchase link that you can click that's contained below in the description of this page underneath this video. Once you get your books, don't forget to send me an email and let me know what you think. As these are random traveler images, there won't likely ever be another 1960s Air Travel Time Machine book series. The simple reason is that it takes me so long to find them, literally 30 years. When this book volume is sold out, I can assure you it is sold out forever. So now is the time to be sure to purchase your copies of these books. And I'll get them shipped out to you right away. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the books as much as I enjoyed putting them together.